Welcome to the 61st annual Valley Day, and you're looking at 3 people right now who live in the great borough of Conyngham. Now we're transplants though, so it's a very welcoming community. They've welcomed all of us. Lisa and I will be going around Valley Day talking with a lot of people about the event who give their time and effort to help out the CVCO. Now here to explain what the CVCO is and what this day really all about is Kathleen Vozar, who's on the board of the CVCO, and I'm going to let Lisa Sugar talk to her about that and Valley Day. Lisa?
All right, Kenny. Well, Kathleen, another successful Valley Day is already in the works here. We see a lot of people, a lot of activities. But let's start at the beginning, I guess, a little bit. This has been going on 61 years. So what makes Valley Day so special?
It's special because it's a community event. It's family, kids, everybody, grandparents, everybody can come out and enjoy the food, activities, games.
There aren't too many organizations that are around that long. So 61 years ago, what were they trying to do when they started this?
They were trying to help out the community and raise some funds to start the pool, to start the gym for children's activities, the scholarship, and then to do parades also in the community.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. The Conyngham Valley Civic Organization is who Valley Day benefits, and that's the organization that runs it. So we have the George Ernst Memorial Pool, and we have the CVCO building, the Shooting Stars program. So a lot of things going on. How important is that to the borough of Conyngham?
It's very important because it keeps all the activities with the families and children, that everybody's interconnected and get to know your neighbor also.
Now we advance to 61 years later. We are here today at Valley Day on the grounds. How is this growing every year and more people getting involved?
Oh, it grows every year. Before it used to just be Valley Day, so now we have Valley Night and Valley Day, so we have 2 days. It helps, like every person running a booth is a board member. So we have 20-some board members who volunteer, do this all week setup, prep everything, and then we have volunteers who come and help us work the stands. So it's a very community-based organization.
And last night we had a wonderful parade, the parade with the fire trucks, the firemen's parade.
Yes.
The streets were lined. I saw lots of people.
Yes.
They were really enjoying that. And then you opened up the stands as well. So that part is growing. That Friday is becoming just as big as Saturday.
Yeah, Friday we used to only just do like hot dogs, burgers, just a couple things, and everything just about is open Friday night except for corn and chicken. That's the only thing that's not open Friday night.
And speaking of corn and chicken, that's one of the highlights here, all the food. So tell everybody what makes this such a special picnic.
Oh, it's definitely the corn and chicken. We used to cook it off grounds, but now we cook it here. And it's several of our board members and their children who do it actually. So they roast it right behind the gazebo. You could smell it all day and it's delicious.
And there are some other favorites that are well known for Valley Day.
Oh, there is. There's a Valley Day burger, the milkshakes. There's a lot of different things. A lot. The ox roast, which is the roast beef sandwich, French fries, everything. And then we have new additions like ice cream sandwiches, the clams, clam chowder, a couple newer things.
And in addition to all that great food and that, we have great desserts as well. I know the milkshakes. Everybody loves the milkshakes and the ice cream and that. So when people come down here, what do they tell you they like?
Everything. I've heard no complaints about anything. All the food is good.
How proud are you you and your husband are both been involved with this for many years. How proud are you to be part of this community and see this grow and blossom every year?
We're both very proud. We're both proud to give back to the community and help out and help any way we can in the community, just to broaden it and make it better.
And when you see so many people, not just from the Conyngham Valley, but from everywhere.
They all come out everywhere. They're here from McAdoo, Hazelton, Mountaintop, all over. They come out for this every year. So it's great.
And a lot of communities, things, they kind of fizzle out after a while. But this is one thing that seems to stay strong. Yes. So what do you attribute that success to?
We attribute it to everybody in the community and volunteers. Volunteers is what makes it work. If we didn't have volunteers, we couldn't do this at all. Just with the 20 board members and our spouses, we couldn't do it. So it's mainly the volunteers and the people who come out to it to support us.
Well, we've run into some newcomers to Valley Day while we're here, and some people who've been here for many years. For anybody who maybe thinks, I'd like to get involved with that, what do they do?
They can go online to our website, or they can stop down at Gould's and ask at Gould's, and they could give somebody, or even at the pool or gym, they could get somebody's contact number and just give us a call.
All right.
Okay.
So, well, we wish you many more years of success with Valley Day, and we'll be over for the corn.
Okay, sounds great. We won't run out. We buy plenty.
I mentioned earlier, I'm a transplant, moved to the beautiful Conyngham Valley here, grew up in Hazleton, but one thing I remember from Valley Day from when I was little was the chicken and the corn. It was a major part of it. And I'm talking with a man who definitely remembers it his whole life, second generation helping out here, Tom Stark, Valley Day volunteer, cooking the chicken, getting the corn already. Now, your dad did this, you said, before you. What was it like growing up with Valley Day and having this as part of the tradition?
Oh, it was terrific. You got to learn the process early, the tricks, the secrets, and you can take these recipes back home with you.
We'll get into that, but let me ask, is your dad kind of a cook? I mean, does it run in the family or?
Not really. He just enjoys, he wanted to volunteer at Valley Day, and this was his favorite place to be.
No kidding. So tell me about the tricks and and what you guys kind of do to make this food just so good.
Well, with the corn, we take chicken halves and we place them on the racks, and then they're roasted over charcoal, rotated. We have a special sauce we spray on it periodically. It's been a secret since the beginning, so I can't reveal that. I don't even know myself, really. I try.
Who puts the sauce together?
The sauce is put together by other volunteers. The Wolf family, they really take charge. They've really coordinated the chicken all these years.
All right, so you don't even know the secret to the sauce of the chicken. And then talk about the work that goes into this. I mean, when do you guys get here? I see people shucking corn right now.
Yeah, work for the chicken, we get here around 8 o'clock and we start the charcoal. We get the chicken ready, put it over the fire. Corn starts at 7 o'clock. We have our volunteers go to the farm, and it's actually picked that morning. And we do about 1,500 ears, roughly, and that's shucked pretty much all day.
You said recently you brought it back on site to actually do the chicken and the corn right here. You said you were doing it out near La Roc's field in Sugarloaf. Is it easier doing it here? I mean, was it fun doing it there? Talk about, I'm just making the transition.
Absolutely. The man who donated the corn, he did it himself and his group of friends and volunteers out at La Roc field. And recently we brought it back on site and we relearned the process and started doing it here. And I think it is easier. It doesn't have to be transported. It's fresh on site. It doesn't have to go via car, long journey.
Do you get to eat the chicken and the corn, or if you go to another booth, is it like sacrilegious, or is it okay to go around and eat at Valley Day? Do you eat well at Valley Day, I guess?
I eat very well. We're encouraged to try everything, especially the corn. We have to test it, make sure everybody's enjoying it, make sure it's good for everyone.
What's your earliest memory of Valley Day, be it corn and chicken or something else? What do you remember from Valley Day growing up?
Earliest memory is probably Junior Olympics. We do it every Friday night, and the Valley kids get together, or just community kids in general, and they host Junior Olympics. They do obstacle courses, runs, sack races, so that was probably my first and favorite memory.
Is it still a big thing with people your age, your friends now? I mean, are people still coming out to Valley Day and they still love this event?
Oh, absolutely. And it's really nice now. I don't live in the area, so it's nice to come back and see old friends. It's sort of everybody gathers. Valley Day is the place for everyone to meet in the summer who have gone away and come back to visit.
Has it grown? Has it changed over the years?
Yes, it's grown. Definitely new management, more volunteers it seems. We brought the race back recently, which is really nice. And it just changes every year, and it's nice. But overall, the same process, the setup, everything stays the same.
And one thing that is a constant is definitely the chicken and the corn here at Valley Day. So if you didn't get a chance this year, come next year and enjoy.
Take a trip down memory lane this summer with visits to Stewart's Drive-In Restaurant. From fresh fruits and vegetables to frosted mugs of root beer, delicious food and ice cream treats, everything is now under one roof at the Route 93 restaurant in Sugarloaf. Stewart's offers a new and improved menu, the indoor Mark Maylath Produce Market, and the same friendly service that is their trademark. Open 7 days a week, Stewart's is still the family gathering place for the entire area. Yep, time does stand still at Stewart's Drive-In Restaurant.
Cunningham's oldest tavern, the Brass Buckle, is the Valley's only Mexican restaurant. Family owned and operated since 1983 and the Northeast Pennsylvania's People Choice Award winner. The Brass Buckle features fajitas, burritos, Mexican entrees, margaritas, and a fully stocked bar. The Brass Buckle is also more than just Mexican. Enjoy hand-cut steaks, large burgers, ribs, and more. We also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 120. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street, 788-4145.
From the unique to the unusual, the friendly and helpful staff at Kathleen's Collectibles, including hostess Virginia Jane, will assist you in your search for that something special item. Situated in a former bank building at 330 West Butler Avenue in Drums, Kathleen's Collectibles also offers a wide assortment of antique, vintage, and new items, all in a relaxed setting with free parking. Open Wednesday through Sunday, visit their shop in the heart of the Valley or online at www.kathleenscollectibles.com.
For all of your employment staffing needs, contact the professionals at Workforce Resources. Located at 125 North Warren Street in West Hazleton, Suite B, Workforce Resources has been serving the greater Hazleton area for the last 10 years. Job seekers interested in temporary or regular work opportunities are welcome to register without charge for placement in a wide variety of positions. Also, ask about our cost-saving payroll services. Call 570-454-8810 today and ask for Mary Ann, Jamie, Fran, or Sandra.
No one plans to be hurt. I'm attorney Conrad Falvello, and I have yet to meet anyone who would trade their health for money. But if you've had your livelihood taken away by someone else, don't kid yourself. No one's going to hand you a check. At Falvello Law, injury law is what we do every day. It's the only thing we do every day.
Falvello Law, injury lawyers.
Empire Cleaners uses dry cleaning and pressing in just the right ways. Try Empire and you'll see. Empire Cleaners at 2 locations, 422 East 5th Street in Hazleton and the Valley Plaza, Route 93 in Conyngham.
Amidst all the great food and the fun games, there is a beautiful display here at Valley Day set up by the Conyngham Valley Historical Society and Museum, and Jackie Wetzel is the president of the organization. Jackie, it's really nice to see this beautiful display amidst all the fun going on.
We like to display the things that we have at the museum. They date back to the early 1700s, some of the things, and up to the present. This time we have selected to put on display kitchen items, things that were used years ago in early kitchens.
Now, what is the reaction when people are going around and they stop and they take a look back at years gone by?
A lot of them say, "Oh, my mom had that," or "My grandma had that. I remember that."
So you get a lot of positive comments on this. Tell us a little bit, I guess, about, what the history of this community means to Valley Day, because I guess 61 years is a long time for this to be taking place.
Yes, it is a long time. Conyngham Borough was incorporated in 1901. It's a 1 square mile bedroom community, and Valley Day has taken place for 61 years, like you said. And it's really an exciting event, and it's very good exposure for us so that people know that we have a museum here. Sometimes they come by and say, "Oh, I didn't know there was a museum." So it's very good exposure for us.
Now, you've raised your kids through Valley Day, and now your grandkids are enjoying Valley Day. What are some of the special memories you remember of Valley Day?
Well, I remember my husband used to do the lighting, and he came home one night and said one of the guys had brought his son, and I said, "You see, that's the problem. People don't bring their children, so they see that there is involvement with getting Valley Day ready." And he said to me, "Mom, everybody's not like you and thinks 2 weeks before Valley Day, you have to be down at that school, and 2 weeks afterwards," it was the school at that time, "you have to be down there afterwards." And I said to him, "Well, let me ask you this. Do you appreciate the fact that when you went to the park, you could go by yourself? When you went to your friend's house in Lukey Manor, you could go by yourself. When you went to Boy Scouts, you could go by yourself. You see, I don't think that's too much of a price to pay, those hours that you spend down there, for the time that this borough has afforded you."
So a lot of things made possible because of Valley Day.
And our grandson thinks this is his favorite. He doesn't think it. He didn't go to a karate demonstration because this is his favorite holiday, he says.
It is a holiday. It's like a big homecoming here.
It is. It is. It's good because I get to see. I just saw some people that had been at our church for a while, and the kids, of course, moved on, and now you see them. They come back, and it's really nice. It's nice to see the people that have been here and moved away and made family here and friends.
And you were alluding to that it was a school. I know when I first moved here, moved up the street thinking I'd walk my daughter to this school, and the year that she went to school was the year that they closed this school and opened Valley Elementary School. But this was the Conyngham School here, Wat. So talk a little bit about the grounds that we're on right now.
The grounds that we are on right now, what is now the library, had been the school. When in the 40s, it was a one-room school. And then they added on. Our son went here. He went here until he went over to Sugarloaf. And then in 58, they added this portion on to the building, the brick portion. And it was hooked together because this then was your cafeteria and your all-purpose room and library and all that down here. And then when we were able to purchase it for the borough from the school district, it was separated, so the library could be one and the municipal building could be one.
And you know a lot because you've been involved in the government here as well, on council in the borough of Conyngham and that, with the Historical Society, so you know a lot. And I'm looking at the table here and I saw a picture of the founders of Valley Day. So this was a very community-minded group of people that really wanted to do something to benefit.
I think the Valley has always been very oriented and close-knit. Today, I think maybe because of the influx of people in and out of the community, sometimes you don't know who's living close to you. But when it comes Valley Day, they all congregate down here on these grounds.
For anybody who's never been to Valley Day, why should they make sure that they put it on their schedule for next year if they're not here this year?
I think it's a wonderful experience to see all the community-minded efforts that go into a day like this, and kids. And now they're having the Fireman's Parade at Friday night, and that is really drawing a lot of people. Friday night is a very good night here, and it all, of course, goes to CVCO, and they can have funding for the events that they have.
And those events are plentiful. The beautiful parades that we see, all the great things. So I think you should tell everybody to put Valley Day on their list.
Put Valley Day on your list for 2015. It is always the first Saturday in August, and we hope to see you there.
All right, let's talk about one of the cutest moments here at Valley Day, the dog and pet show, I guess. All pets welcome every year here at Valley Day, here with Jerry Wachowski and also Tara Wills running the show. I saw you with the Great Dane today. They were doing biggest dog. I get a little nervous around large dogs. You did great. You went right over there. How do you interact with all the different types of dogs, all the different personalities of the dogs?
I'm a vet tech, and I'm also a dog trainer. And also that Great Dane has been coming here since he was a puppy. So he knows me, he knows Jerry, he knows my mother. So we're not really intimidated by him.
How nice is this to see all the animals come out, a bunch of people, you know, really, and being a vet tech, you know, something positive for the animals in the community?
Yeah, it's great seeing this every year. It's a free event for the animals. There's no charge for people to come in and bring their pets. And it's great seeing the turnout. It's getting bigger every year. This is the biggest turnout we ever had, and considering what the weather looks like, I'm surprised we had this many.
They did all right. And there was even a cat this year I saw, a very
Yes.
cute cat who came in and won. And Jerry, let's talk about how long you've been doing this and why you enjoy doing it. Why keep coming back and doing it every year?
Well, it's just a community event, and everybody gets involved with it, and the community, everybody in the community just likes to come out and help out.
When did you become a dog person? Was this from growing up? I mean, when did the love of dogs
Growing up, I always had dogs and have dogs still.
What was your first dog?
First dog was a mutt, and I'll tell you, it was one of the best dogs.
And tell me a little bit about the dogs you have now. You have dogs now. What about your dog?
Right now, I have a Brittany Spaniel and an English Setter.
What was your favorite moment from today?
Favorite moment, just watching the kids and their reactions to costumes and so on, you know, with the dogs and so on.
And Tara, I just want to ask too, how did you want to become a vet tech? I mean, was it always in your blood? I mean, why did you want to do something like that?
It wasn't something I always did. I've always had pets, but it wasn't something I always wanted to do. Eventually, from volunteering at our animal shelter, I decided that's what I wanted to do, and working with the vet at our animal shelter as well.
You guys had an interesting dog here. I don't know if you heard the story, but neurological disorder, and that was really had to be an interesting part of the tournament, the contest here today as well.
Yeah, a little bit, but the dog was very happy and very healthy. You know, just because they have a neurological problem, just like humans, it doesn't mean that there's any less of a dog. That was a great dog and a very happy dog. So.
And speaking of that, you're going to meet that dog right now with Lisa Sugart.
One of the highlights of Valley Day each and every year is, of course, the pet show. Everybody comes to see all the beautiful animals. And I'm here today with Matt Jez. Matt, is this your first time bringing your lovely pets to this show?
Yes, it is. We just moved to Conyngham in March.
So now, tell us who you have entered here today.
I have Libby, the pit bull, Pajamas, the mutt, and Daisy, the German Shepherd Lab special handicap dog.
Now you say special handicap dog. Tell us her story.
We got her from a rescue in Northwest Indiana. We fostered her and just decided to adopt her. She's got cerebral hypoplasia, which her brainstem isn't quite developed, and she doesn't have any control over her motor functions, which is why you saw her dancing around all day. But you can see she wore herself out, and she's got a little cut, so there she goes again. But yeah, they were going to put her to sleep, so we decided to just adopt her. All three are rescues from the same rescue, I believe, and adopt a dog in Northwest Indiana.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. I'm glad that they've all three been saved. What categories were you looking to put them in today?
I don't know any of the categories, actually. We just entered pajamas and Daisy in the longest tail. So we'll see.
Are they having fun here now today? It seems like they're making new friends too.
You've seen her. Look at she hasn't stopped. So they're having a blast.
So I guess regardless of the outcome, first of many entries probably at Valley Day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Maybe next year we'll bring some of our reptiles. So.
Okay. Well, welcome to Conyngham, and I hope that your three children here fare out very well.
Thank you.
Valley Pharmacy is your prescription expert. Located in Valley Plaza on Route 93 in Conyngham and Route 309 Rittenhouse Plaza in Drums, Valley Pharmacy can fill all your prescription needs and accepts most third-party plans, Access, PACE, and HMOs. Open 7 days a week, both pharmacies also offer an extensive card selection and a wide assortment of gifts. Call 570-788-4444 for Conyngham and 570-788-4000 to reach Drums. Valley Pharmacy, your prescription expert.
Empire Cleaners uses dry cleaning and pressing in just the right ways. Try Empire and you'll see. Empire Cleaners at 2 locations, 422 East 5th Street in Hazleton and the Valley Plaza, Route 93 in Conyngham.
At Falvello Dental, we provide family dentistry with a gentle touch. We offer comprehensive treatment with the latest technology in a relaxed modern setting, nestled in the Butler Valley. Dr. Christopher Falvello is certified from the American Board of General Dentistry and has been practicing in the Hazleton area since 1990. We provide general dentistry along with extractions, dental implants, and veneers. Emergency treatment is also available. Falvello Dental. Call for an appointment today, 359-3330, and go to falvellodental.com.
At Peace of Mind Yoga, there's something for everyone. We have all levels of Baptiste, Power Yoga, Candlelight Yoga, Easy Flow, Teen and Kids Yoga, and special rates for students and athletes. Let one of our 10 certified teachers help you sculpt your body, calm your mind, shift your vision, release stress, and ignite your spirit. Peace of Mind Yoga is located at 4 Brook Hill Road in Sugarloaf. Give us a call at 570-788-9642.
Valley Pets invites you to visit them at their new location in the Brook Hill Plaza on Route 93 in the Conyngham Valley. They carry a wide variety of small animals and reptiles, from exotic chinchillas, hamsters, birds, and kittens. The caring staff offers a loving hand to you and your pets, treating them just like family. Anything you need for your little friend, they have it, or will place a special order for you. Valley Pets is proud to sponsor a vaccination clinic on Saturday, August 30th. Rabies shots will be just $10. Call 570-788-9889.
At Valley Originals, where Route 93 and West County Road meet, you'll find an extensive collection of handcrafted jewelry, gifts, and accessories. Browse their elegant Pandora jewelry collection, works from artist John Medeiros, and pieces from over 50 U.S. artists throughout the store. In their relaxed atmosphere, you're sure to find that unique gift for any occasion. Valley Originals, 788-4300, and online at valleyorig.com.
As the seasons change, so too do the dinner items at Fratelli's Italian Restaurant and New York Pizza in Conyngham. The menu at Fratelli's, the Valley's best-kept secret, is now filled with new seasonal selections for your enjoyment. Dinner specials are still available Tuesday through Thursday nights and are all served in a relaxed atmosphere. Located at 300 Main Street in Conyngham, Fratelli's provides New York-style fine dining with great food that is reasonably priced. Call today for reservations, 788-7870, and bring your own bottle.
I'm joined by one of the race directors for the Valley Day Grade 8 and 5K, Amy Cartwright. Now, you do this along with Brian early. This has to be an early morning for you. Talk about setting this up, how many runners you have, what goes into this?
It is. We're here about 6 o'clock to get started, get the mile markers out there, and we have almost 200 runners this year. We're at 198, so we're definitely increasing every year. It benefits the Valley Food Pantry as well as the CVCO, so we're excited that we can continue to help them in their organizations.
Now, you're a runner. Is it hard being on the sideline and not jumping in this thing?
It totally is. I would love to be doing this right now, but I'm here to support the organizations and the people at the finish line.
Why is this so popular?
Well, it's a race that's been around a long time. It used to be starting over at St. John Bosco Church, but we moved it to Valley Day to increase, people going up to Valley Day as well. So it's just a fun route. I know there's a hill and everybody loves it, but it's a fun route. And again, it benefits great organizations.
Well, Amy, great job putting everything together. We appreciate your time today. Now let's talk to some people who actually ran the race today and talk about that hill. A whole family here. I'm here with David, Sydney, right? And Mason, so your dad, right?
Yep.
Talk about this race. There's a hill right there going up and down. What was the course like?
Well, I never ran it before, so I didn't know what to expect, but that hill was brutal right in the middle. It went on forever and flattened out, and you thought you were done, and it went up some more, so it was tough. The only thing that kept me going was knowing it was downhill on the way back.
How'd you get your family involved in running? I know Berwick's a big running community, but talk about getting your kids involved, or they do it on their own?
I started running to lose weight, so I dragged my son to a 5K, and he turned out to be really good at it, so they recruited him for the track and cross-country team, and now we've been running ever since.
And Sydney, right? When did you start running? How did you start in all this?
Well, since Mason ran, I decided that I could do it too, so I just started doing these. This is my second one.
Are they supportive? How does it go? Is that what motivates you?
Yeah.
Pretty not competitive with your brother or anything? It's more support?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. And Mason, you run track and cross country at Berwick?
Yeah, I've been doing it. I've done track for 2 seasons, and this will be my second season of cross country.
What do you like more, track or cross country? Do you do distance in track?
Distance in both. I like cross country best just because it's not straight on a track. You're looking at more things. It's less boring. Longer race too.
Was this your first time doing this race?
I did it last year too.
Talk about it. How do you attack this course?
Going up the hill, I try to push through as much as I can. Just try to keep going, and then on the way downhill, push it as hard as you can so you can get a better time. Keep pushing it down the hill and just make sure you're still going fast up the hill.
Everyone crossed the finish line already for the family here, so thank you guys so much for your time. This is the closest that I will get to the finish line at the Valley Day Grade 8 and 5K. This is where all the fun happens everywhere at Valley Day, but this is the games. This is where I remember coming a lot when I was growing up. Here with Allison Urechko. Did I get that right? Yeah. Good, first try. Allison's grew up here in Conyngham, volunteered from when she was little, was coming here, now a member of the CVCO board. Let's go back to growing up. What were your Valley Day memories growing up?
I think everybody who lives in the Conyngham Valley area has definite Valley Day memories. They remember coming here, playing games, taking a fish home maybe, participating in Junior Olympics, winning a prize, listening to the entertainment. Just every child who's grown up in this area guaranteed has some sort of Valley Day memory.
You said you're in charge of Prizorama. Get that right too. Tell me what that is and what have you been doing to make sure that runs smoothly?
Well, Prizorama, it runs all summer. It's a ticket. It has over 120 prizes donated by local businesses. There's cash prizes, gas cards, all different types of prizes, gift certificates to grocery stores and other stores. But what we do is we sell them from Memorial Day to Valley Day. We have our big drawing tonight. It's pretty exciting. It's $1 a ticket, so you have a chance to win 120 prizes, and it's normally something that everyone always says, oh, I'll grab one of those, or I'll grab 20 of those. So
what do you love about this area so much? You said the pool, you said all of that, but what do you always seem to have such a passion for this area, for Conyngham. Why do you love it so much?
I love living here because I've traveled a lot, I've seen so many places, but this really does have that community atmosphere. You could walk up and down, I walk my dog up and down Main Street every night, so you could go for a walk, you could see your friends, you could walk. It's still close enough that you could walk to the grocery store, you could walk to the bank, you could walk everywhere if you wanted to. It has that small town, it is a small town, so it has that small town feel, but you still have the general area surrounding it with the larger attractions.
Perfect said, That was very nice. Thank you very much, Allison, for joining us. Now more from Valley Day. Lisa, we've only been here for a few hours, but we got to do a whole lot, as you saw over this half-hour program, so there's a lot to do at Valley Day, and you've been coming down for many years. You don't live too far away.
Neither do you. We're both in walking distance, so that's a good thing. But we did go and meet with everybody and see what was going on. But the one thing we didn't get to do is taste test. So I think we should put our camera down and head on over. What do you think first? Corn, chicken, what?
I'm down for anything, but we're off the clock, so that's what we'll go do right now. And there's lots of great stuff going on in all of our communities around the area. Get out there, check it out, get involved, and help them out as well.